classic rose in bloom for you. Love eternal, waltzing to the ends of the earth and beyond. I must follow you. Come love, come love me till it hurts. Dance the neon around me. Come love me, my sun for the fiber. The flash dance become to love soliloquy. Come love me till it hurts. Here lies a heart that feels touched by fire, howling at the moon for you. Caught in dust, heartstrings out of tune. From the abyss I pirouette my way back to you. Come love, come love me till it hurts. Dance the neon around me. Come love me, my sun for the fiber. The flash dance become to love soliloquy. Come love me. Chaplain amber with you. In that moment I fell in love with you. Chaplain amber with you. This is the moment. Here come the broken. Come love me, come love, come love, come love me till it hurts. Dance the neon around me. Come love me, my sun for the fiber. Flash dance become to love soliloquy. Come love me now. Come love me till it hurts. Dance the neon around me. Come love me, my sun for the fiber. Flash dance become a broken dream. Come love me till it hurts.
Do I look lonely? I see the shadows on my face. People have told me I don't look the same. Maybe I lost weight. I'm playing hooky with the best of the best. Put my heart on my chest so that you can see it too. I'm walking the long road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress my heart is going to burst. Alone at a table for two, and I just wanna be served. And when you think of me, am I the best you've ever had? Share one more drink with me, smile even though you're sad. I'm walking the long road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress tangles my neck. How do I live the death of a bachelor? Oh, oh, letting the water fall. The death of a bachelor. Oh, oh, seems so fitting for happily ever after. Ooh, how could I ask for more? Lifetime of laughter at the expense of the death of a bachelor. Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words.
I love you too.
What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. Yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of I'm out